I feel kind of sick. Come on, Marty, pass it on.
It's stimulating, mind-expanding, safer to use than alcohol. It's the in thing.
Do you have anything to say?
Judge, he's a good boy.
Morning, yeah, we're here in Nimbin. We're going to speak to Andrew Kavalasis. He's a leading expert in the industry, having grown hemp locally since 1999.
So there's a great book by Dr. John Jiggins, Sir Joseph Banks, and the question of hemp. The wars we're having now for the future supply of oil, we had the same wars for the future supply of hemp. Yeah, so Joe in his book talks about coming to Australia, stopping off at Norfolk Island, trying to grow hemp there, trying to access the New Zealand hemp flax and going to New Zealand and then coming to Sydney, and the first 3 years in a row, his initial job was to grow hemp. What they did know was the difference between industrial hemp and the narcotic cannabis, the one that came from India. So, you know, we've got a really big problem that we've got to deal with here in Australia, and it really is beyond Australia, it's an international issue. And you know, the details of cannabis and cannabis law reform in Australia and around the world is complex.
My first introduction to cannabis probably would have been when I was about 18, and it probably would have stemmed from Nimbin. It's been known as the cannabis capital of Australia.
And they're making a documentary about weed, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
About learning about weed and hemp, and the difference between hemp and weed, and which one's good to smoke and which one's good to wear.
No, I'd just like to say to the next generation, which I guess is you got, sorry, we fucked it.
We're thinking the hemp party could be a dark horse in the next election.
Yeah, well,
come from behind.
how can I help?
The differences in the hemp plant are no different than the differences in humans that come from different countries.
Oh, cannabis industries are going to be huge. I mean, you're going to see tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of Australians employed directly or indirectly in various cannabis industries, whether it's at the hemp seed food level, you know, medical, and obviously in the future around recreational. That is the progression of things. Once we start, you know, the ball has started rolling. It's how long a government wants to maintain the failed prohibition. I mean, the debate should really always, the starting point should be, it's failed, how do we get out of this? And I think when the debate matures, that's when we'll see a lot of things. Not only jobs, but savings, our police, our enforcement, our health budgets, our nutrition will get better. There's just so many positives that can come from hemp at the human level. For humans, for the citizens of Australia and around the world, it'll be a better life.
Such are the myths concerning marijuana. Myths that lull thousands of young people into experimenting with the noxious weed. The facts are otherwise.